Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're plunging into the pretty fascinating world of online creator dynamics.
Yeah, a lot happening there all the time.
Definitely. We're using insights from just one source today, some excerpts called Resilient Trolls Rican Ranger, YouTube Drama Analysis.
Okay.
And our mission really is to unpack a very recent incident on YouTube. It kind of highlights those, blurred lines between entertainment, mockery, and, how creators stay relevant.
Got it. So what's the specific incident?
So just 2 days ago, actually, a live stream popped up. Title was Resilient Trolls Rican Ranger Livey.
Right, I saw mention of that.
Yeah, and the source describes it as basically entirely built around Henry trolling Rican in real time.
Oh, okay.
The tone. It said playful, but definitely mocking. Almost like Henry was kind of saying, look at this guy, meltdown.
Mm-hmm. Classic online spectacle, maybe.
Exactly. And the analysis really points to the audience reaction. The chat was buzzing, just eating it up.
The live chat factor, always key.
Totally. Piling on with jokes, reactions, live commentary, really fueling the fire.
Right, amplifying everything.
So the initial question for you, maybe for us to think about, is beyond the immediate laughs, the spectacle, what does an event like this tell us about creator brands, about online presence?
Oh, it's fascinating, isn't it? Because on one level, it seems like just, online drama, but it really spotlights these intricate mechanics of engagement.
Mechanics? How so?
Henry, clearly he knows how to push buttons. That's probably a big part of his appeal, his brand.
Yeah.
But if you connect this to the bigger picture, it's not just about Henry's performance. It's also about Rican Ranger's role in it all. Mm-hmm. He's central.
Right, the target.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The very fact that Rican can be the subject of a whole live stream like this, dedicated to, poking at him, and that the audience reacts so strongly, that's noteworthy in itself.
Yeah, the audience point you mentioned, the source saying the chat was eating it up, that's crucial. What does that tell us about how these lines between genuine fun and outright mockery get so blurred for people watching online?
That's a really good question. The analysis suggests that the collective energy, of a live chat, it can transform something.
Transform it how?
Well, it can take what might just be ridicule and turn it into a shared experience. A performance almost.
So participating makes it feel different?
Exactly. For lots of viewers, being part of that pile-on, adding their joke or reaction, that becomes the entertainment. It's almost like a game.
Okay, yeah.
So it stops being passive watching.
Right.
It's active participation that, in the heat of the moment, makes the mockery feel like part of the show.
Right, it legitimizes it in a way.
And that dynamic often plays right into a creator's strategy, whether they planned it that perfectly or not.
So the audience is almost co-creating the vibe, blurring those lines themselves.
You could say that, yeah.
Which brings us back to Rican Ranger. The analysis says he's constantly put under a microscope.
Yeah, that seems accurate from what I've seen.
But what's really surprising, and the source points this out, is how all this intense scrutiny, even when it's negative, seems to paradoxically fuel his presence, keep him relevant.
Yeah, that's the counterintuitive part, isn't it? What the source seems to dig into is this kind of troll to thrive dynamic.
Troll to thrive.
Being the constant target, it doesn't just mean visibility. It often solidifies an audience around you, sometimes a really protective one.
Okay.
The sheer intensity of that negative engagement, ironically, can provide metrics. Proof of influence almost, that maybe just positive comments wouldn't.
Because platforms just see engagement.
Pretty much. Platforms and their algorithms often prioritize interaction, engagement, clicks. Whether it's positive or negative, doesn't always matter as much as the volume. And that keeps the person in the spotlight.
It's a really strange paradox then. So you're saying it's not just clicks, but the intensity makes Rican more valuable, even as the target.
Precisely. The source argues his ability to stay central to these, dramas, indicates a deeper level of influence than maybe people realize. He provides constant fodder. And in the attention economy, that's gold. It's a valuable commodity.
Right. Content is content.
It suggests a creator can stay relevant, maybe even build a unique niche, just by being the focus of discussion, even negative discussion.
Okay.
This sustained engagement means he's always part of the narrative. And online, being part of the narrative is maybe the most powerful presence you can have.
So, wrapping this up a bit, what does this all mean for the bigger creator economy, how we look at these interactions?
Well, it brings us back to that core question the source poses.
Right. Was this incident, this live stream, just harmless fun at Weekend's expense? Or did it cross over into, unnecessary mockery?
And the conclusion was nuanced, right?
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of both, it said. Henry definitely gave his audience what they wanted. The laughs, the jokes, the drama.
Standard fare for that kind of stream, perhaps?
But what really stood out, I think, from the analysis was Rican's unexpected role in all this, despite being the target.
Yes. His ability to stay in the spotlight, even as the target, it shows his presence is, well, stronger than his critics might want to admit.
So?
He holds enough influence, enough weight, to be the main event for entire streams like this.
Yeah.
That itself says something about his relevance, doesn't it?
I see that.
He provides content, even just by being the subject of content. And that keeps the conversation going about him, about his corner of the internet.
It really makes you think differently about online visibility, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So that final thought to leave you with is this. In this age of constant online content, how does being consistently put under that microscope, maybe even trolled relentlessly, how does that paradoxically end up contributing to a creator's visibility? How might it actually solidify their influence, maybe by creating this really intensely engaged, sometimes even protective community around them? It's definitely something to chew on.